Hello. This is pretty much the same question, and because of the last conversation, it changed my question, because I know he thinks body is the most difficult issue, but I assure you it is business and money. And I really feel like...
What do you think about that?
Right? I really feel like I'm
the
on
seminar has devolved.
No,
Which of us has the biggest issue?
I'm on the cusp of new understanding in business, and things are going really well in lots of areas, but there's an area that I'm stuck in business, and I want to know how to deconstruct the thoughts that I'm having when I'm looking at something that isn't the way that I want it to be. It feels like I've been moving and evolving. It feels like it's not catching up, but I get it. It's my own resistance. I get it.
Well, listen to your words, because your words were very telling. I'm looking at something that isn't the way I want it to be,
right,
at the same time that I'm trying to deconstruct thought. And what the picture that we want to paint is, when you're looking at something, you're constructing it. You're not deconstructing it. In other words, in this universe that's all about inclusion or attraction, your attention to it is the opposite of withdrawing. Your attention to it is the constructing of it. Mm-hmm. So you just have to stop looking there.
But how can I do that when I'm physically running the business every day, and I physically see the orders that are coming in every day? I see the money that's in my bank account, and if I don't look at it and move money into different bank accounts, then the doors will shut.
Well, we're not saying that there are not action things for you to do,
right,
but you have to find a way of looking at it that feels different than the way you have been looking at it. So let's play with this just a little bit. So we're going to turn your business into another person for a moment. It'll be easier for you to see it. And it's not such a departure, because your business is made up of a lot of different individuals. So let's say that you are standing singularly and healthfully in awareness of your business. And let's say that in this moment in time, you have been meditating, you've been basking, you have been distracted from anything that could insert resistance into your vibration. So right now, in this moment in time, which is where all of your power is, you are a perfect vibrational match to what you want relative to your business. So we're going to put your vibrational frequency as high as we can put it on the vibrational scale inside your vortex. In other words, this is the signal that you're offering. So into your experience walks another person. And that person is not up here where you are, but down here. So now there is some question, when you understand law of attraction like you do, about why that person would even walk into your experience. But let's say it's because of previous thoughts and commitments and agreements. So this person walks into your space, but your vibration stays here, no matter what, because you've just practiced it there. So now what happens is, this person or business, this person whose practiced vibration is considerably different than yours, has the potential of vibrating up there with you, just hasn't been doing it lately. Been reading the Wall Street Journal, been watching the stuff on the economy, been actually watching money disappearing from places. So this person, because of what this person has been subjecting himself to, is in a very different vibrational place. So this person walks into the room. Now the question is, what do you do? Because if you look and listen, then this person is going to bring your average way, way down. Or you can bring this person's average way, way up. But the tendency is to look and observe and have a conversation. So what happens is, you don't maintain your vibrational frequency. Now, if you could, if you cared more about how you feel than about any information that person might bring to you, you could ignore you could ignore, which sounded off to you. How can I do that, Abraham? I have to look. Won't it close the doors of my business? Well, separate your action from how you feel right now, and just don't let your vibrational average be brought down by reality or by what anybody else is doing. So now what happens, as you maintain it a little bit, one of two things has to happen. Either this person must come to meet you because you're controlling the vibrational sphere here, or that person will move away and another person will come in. But the thing that we so want you to hear is your vibration will carry the day if you know that it can. If you know that it can. We know it's not an easy thing. It's easy. It gets easier and easier and easier and easier and easier to believe who you are and what you've got going on. But we're not kidding you at all when we say you just have to care about the way you feel, because the way you feel is the indication of what you're doing. You see, there are all kinds of businesses and all kinds of people and all kinds of conditions that could meet you at all kinds of levels on your vibrational scale. And what bothers you is when reality causes you to adjust your vibrational level. That's what you're talking about. And most people, their vibrational level is adjusted by the economy. Their vibrational level is adjusted by what people around them are doing. You see, you just have to decide where your beliefs are. See if we can break this down in another way. Are you with us a bit? Did you get that? So let's say that there's something that you have heard is possible. You've never actually witnessed it yourself, but you've heard that it's possible. You want to believe it because it appeals to you, because it's about power, it's about getting things done. So you've heard about it, but you've never actually witnessed it. So you invite someone into your experience who you have heard knows how to do that. And you're sort of hoping that this person that you've invited in will demonstrate what you've heard right before your eyes. Because if they would demonstrate it right before your eyes, then you would know it. Then you would know what you think they know. So you invite them in and you ask them to do it, but they are unable to do it. So the question that we're putting to you is, do you think they were unable to do it because you really didn't believe that they could do it? In other words, what part did you play in that? What do you think? What part do you think you play in the way others interface with you?
Huge part.
The largest part. Yeah. So if you want to believe that that's possible, and you ask someone to come and perform it for you, and they didn't, so now what's your next step? Does that mean you stop believing? Or do you maintain your belief until someone who can do that comes into your experience and presents it to you?
Yeah.
So in that process, two things happen. You evaluate how much you really do care about it. But the thing that we're wanting to get at is, if it's something that you really care about, you have no choice other than to maintain your expectation until someone walks in the room and delivers it for you, you see. And there's a tendency to let what they're doing or let what you're seeing control how you're feeling, instead of being determined, no, I'm going to find a way no matter what, no matter how it looks, no matter what people are presenting. I'm going to maintain my expectation, because I am for a while causing a separation between my expectation and the performance that I'm witnessing. Mm-hmm. Can you get that? Yeah. Because if what you expect is tied to the performance, you have no control. If what you expect is tied to nothing other than your desire to feel whole in your expectation, then the entire world has to gravitate around your expectation and will. You see? So when things aren't working out, it's just the universe giving you opportunity to shore up your vibration. It's just the universe giving you an opportunity to remember who you are and to practice the vibration that is you. In other words, you can't get it done and you'll never get it wrong, and you can't get it wrong because you'll never get it done. But it has to feel good along the way. So here's the way we would play it. We would interact with others as long as it feels good, and when it doesn't feel good, we'd cut it short. We would have shorter interactions with others or with ideas. In other words, don't do anything that challenges the way you feel. Dart in, feel good, dart out. Dart in, feel good, dart out. That really is the secret to shoring up your vibration, maintaining it, and then allowing the universe to bring you something to help you to believe further. But here is the question that we want to put to you. Do you need evidence in order to affirm the desire that is in your belly?
No.
That's the right answer. Because if you need the evidence, then you're going about it in the backwards way. Because you can't find the evidence before you've got the vibrational balance, you see.
So then my question is, because I've had the vibrational
Yes.
in my past,
Yes.
how do I get it now? I was walking around saying, I'm going to sell 1 million t-shirts one day, and nobody could take me away from it. And I've sold over 1 million t-shirts. So how do I get that back now? Because it feels like I don't have that same knowing anymore.
Because as you're focusing upon the t-shirts, you're focusing too specifically into the materialized thought. In other words, you're too far in. There's too much evidence that defies it, and so it makes you feel out of balance. You have to deconstruct it. So you say, but I know what it feels like to win, and I know what it feels like to feel good, and I know what it feels like to feel sure when there's no evidence, and I know what it feels like to expect good things to happen. I know what it feels like to click into positive emotion without any reason for it to happen. I know what it feels like to be aligned. I know what it feels like to release resistance. I know what it feels like to come into my power. I know what it feels like to make what's happening irrelevant. I know what it feels like to be a vibrational being. I know what it feels like to be aligned with source. I know what it feels like to be tuned in, tapped in, turned on. I know what it feels like to be aligned and manifestations to flow. I know what it feels like to have manifestations not flow and still be aligned. I know what it feels like to be aligned without the manifestation. I know what it feels like to be aligned with the manifestation. The manifestation is irrelevant to aligned, but aligned is never irrelevant to manifestation. Good time for a segment of reflection.